Hey, I'm Brian Heber from Legion Travel Vans, and today we're going to be discussing the locations of the tank drains on both the Unity and the Wonder. So we're going to go through just a couple examples of where these are at. So on the exterior of the Unities, you're going to see this on the Unity Murphy Bed Lounge, Rear Lounge, as well as the Unity FX. So on this coach, this is a Unity FX. The fresh tank drain is located ahead of the rear axle on the driver's side. In this case, we've got this slided out just for a little easier access, but it's going to be tucked in right behind there. On the Unities that have them on the exterior, this is where you're going to find it. So we also have a tool that we can use to actually reach that a little bit easier than trying to crawl underneath the coach. So we're just going to go right in behind here like this. Going to get onto the valve right there, give it a turn. Now we'll be able to drain the tank. Once the tank is drained, we can close it again and just take the tool out. On the interior of the coach, you're going to see it on the Unity twin bed. It's going to be inside the passenger side bed. So you have to lift up that bed in order to locate it there. On the Unity TBX, you're going to see it inside the storage on the floor between the two beds. On the Unity corner bed, that's going to be inside the bed again. So you lift up the bed and you're going to find it inside that storage space. So here we are on a Unity corner bed. We're inside the coach. So in order to access the fresh tank drain, we're going to lift this up. There's an access right underneath here. And inside here, there's another access panel that needs to get removed. So this is the access panel that you're going to see inside there. So once you have this open, this is where you're going to have access to the fresh tank as well as the fresh tank drain. On the coaches that have the drain valve on the inside, there is a hose that runs through the floor, and when you open up the drain valve, the water will actually start pouring underneath the coach onto the ground. So you'll actually see that underneath the coach that it'll just be pouring out there. That is normal. That's what's intended to happen. We are on the Unity TBX. In this case, it's going to be underneath the floor right here. So what we'll do is there's an access right here. We'll lift this up. With this access lifted up, we can actually gain access to the drain valve, which is going to be just behind here. On the Wonders on the outside, you're going to see it on the Murphy Bed Lounge as well as the Wonder Rear Lounge. So here we are on a Wonder Rear Lounge, and this is an example of it being outside and behind the rear axle. So here also you'll often see these stickers on here. It says freshwater tank drain. That gives you an idea of where it is. So again, we'll use the tool on this coach to get underneath there. And we can just turn it to open up the drain. And again, once it's empty, you can go ahead and close it and tuck this back away. On the Wonder rear twin bed, it will be inside the driver's side rear bed. So we're going to lift this bed up. And at the front corner here, there's going to be a removable access cover. We're going to just pop that off. And that's where you're going to find the valve for the fresh tank drain on the Wonder rear twin bed.